Hello everyone, this is Dragin. I welcome you back to the Nexus of Realms. We are back on Aetheris here. It is time for another Final Fantasy XIV seasonal event. This time it's the 2016 Hatching Tide event, which is the Easter-ish event, sort of. Hatching Tide actually started in Final Fantasy XI. I don't know how Easter is viewed in Japan, outside of the little gimmicks with the eggs and stuff, so, anyway, let's go ahead and see what this event has hope for us today, shall we? Got the stylish dreamer. Where's the egg-headed one? Of weeds and whimsy, a stylish dreamer is smiling at you. Already our day has improved. Has it? Come on, come all, for the happy season of Hatching Tide is upon us once more. Alright, time to be blunt. What's with the glasses, Jilly? Why, these adorable accessories have been exclusively prepared for this year's of festivities. It is ever so good to have you with us again, Kari. Happy Hatching Tide. This year I dreamt of marvelous golden eggs rising from a curious flora. As we speak, our dreamers are hiding eggs in the black shroud for participants to lift from the shrubbery, therefore reenacting my dream. Successful seekers will always be rewarded with very stylish glasses. Although no little time has passed, I began to worry from our dear Lenolta, who is organizing this operation. I can't worry that something has gone awry. If only I could go find her myself, alas, I have duties to attend to here. Of course, Kari, would you be so kind to sack Nanota out in my stead? I expected that was going to be the case anyway. Thank you. She has returned. I hope she's returned to Gridania safely. It would be worth checking the Aetheryte Plaza before venturing further afield. She, too, would be wearing a pair of our thematic glasses. Hers are in the shape of a chicken. Because eggs. Alright. Bespeckled Ellison. How delightful. My glasses, they're a prize for participating in this year's Hatching Tide festivals, but marvelous. I chased a leafy beast and discovered the most tourist chicken. But for now, I must away. I look forward to the Hatching Tide festivals and the springtime delights. A little over the top, aren't you, fella? Oh, hello, Kari. Happy Hatching Tide to you. How may I be of service? This and this, that and that. Julie sent you? I suppose I have been gone for a while, but I have been trouble hiding our eggs in the arena. As I have been working, these tall, thick grasses suddenly started springing forth. I tried to trim them back, but not even my best garden scythe would make the smallest impressions. The best I could do is snip a couple of leaves. Now, I can't help but wonder if our arena is carpeted by not typical bramble, but a variant of leafkin. We can hardly send our egg hunters into a nest of monsters. Oh no, what to do? That's my specialty. You would help? A godsend truly. And let us start by gathering information about this particular plant. Peculiar plants. Sorry. Though I know adventurers generally prefer to slay monsters first and ask questions later. I shall head for the Botanist Guild. In the meantime, if you could ask around the Kellen Canopy regarding this strange specimen, I would greatly appreciate it. Here, take one of the leaves I managed to salvage. Let's reconvene at the Aetheryte Plaza once we've gathered the information we can. They've made assistant. Greetings, adventurer. Have you come to seek a contract? Not today. I have this instead. This leaf, I dare say, comes from some variety of flytrap. We often receive petitions to help against roselets, but I don't believe I've seen leafkin of this particular shade of green. Curious. Just as typical plant life flourishes during this season, so do leafkin. I would not be surprised if some aberrant strain it developed in the process. If you require some assistance in culling it, don't hesitate to ask. Soft-spoken server. What am I reading? How do I read? Welcome to Carolyn Canopy. Is there any way I can be of service? You only need to ask. Seen anything like this? Well, I'm well versed in leaves steeped for myriad teas. My knowledge can offer no insight on this particular specimen. My apologies. However, we did have guests come in searching of a strange leafkin just moments ago. An elderly gentleman wearing shaded spectacles. He introduced himself as an alchemist specialized in the study of wild beasts. He did seem somewhat eccentric. Perhaps an expert in his standing might offer you the assistance you require. I believe he said he was bound for Old Gridania if you desire to seek him out. Breezy adventurer. Hey there, beautiful. You looking to hire? I'm good with a lance. Not exactly. You seen anything like this before? Oh, I recognize this. Whole swarm of this leafkin were crowding around a little corner of the Black Shroud just the other day. Never seen anything quite like it. So I tried to give it a poke. Would you believe that the leaves and flowers just kept growing back as easy as they please? Eventually, I just gave up. There's one thing I can't stand. It's feeling impotent. Okay, so we have an ever-growing piece of grass that's just repeatedly regrowing itself. You're back. Perfect timing. According to the folks of the Botanist Guild, the leaf belongs to a type of highly durable leafkin. So durable, in fact, that the pieces you and I possess are apparently still very much alive. What did you discover? This and this, that and that. So others have been similarly unsuccessful in cutting them back, in which case developing an alternative strategy does seem to be in order. The alchemist that you speak of just seems like a good lead, don't you think? Elsa with shaded spectacles. Perhaps that would be the fellow whom I was speaking with earlier. He did say something about chasing a leafy beast. Let's head over and see if we cannot find him. I can't read or speak today, apparently. Here he is, the gentleman who asked me about my glasses. Ho ho, the fortuitous chicken has found me again, along with a lady of adventure. This and this, that and that. Yes, that sounds like me. Ravius for leafkin large and small, the Werefang alchemist. Herbertin is at your service. Are you familiar with this? What? Why, this is the very leaf I've been pursuing for moons upon moons. Moons upon moons upon moons upon moons. As we said, if you are seeking assistance in combating this menace, I would be happy to help. We'd be much obliged. As an alchemist, you would say that some sort of concoction might be effective against this creature? Ho ho ho, doubt you not the efficiency of my concoctions, little chicken. With this apparent leaf in my possession, Herbertin the Great shall finally realize his purpose of traveling to the Twelves Woods. He can finally seize his quarry by the stalk and wrestle it into submission. Okay. Oddly selective language for a plant. But my enthusiasm overwhelms me. As you can see, I was poring over the leafkin of this very persuasion. My eyeballs were subject to quite the piece of mischief. Since then, they burn like all 7 hells were exposed to sunlight, wind, or most anything. As long as I wear these tinted lenses, I can remain upright and free of the blinding pain and nausea for several bells at a time. Quite long enough to brew a tincture that shall spare you both a similar fate. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have ingredients procured from the shaded borer. Wait, at least allow me to foot the bill. Eccentric indeed. By the time I caught up with him, he had already finished his shopping. Ah, ha 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 ha! Just barely the sight of that leaf has imbued me with untold mercantile stamina. Like lightning flashes my gill, like a mountain grew my spoils. Now then, I must gather my thoughts. The leafkin in question is a troublesome strain of fly trap, possessing such vitality so great that it sprouts forth with abundance from the very spot is which been thrown. Therefore, we thought its regenerative properties, we may cut this terror down to size, not only in its metaphorical states, but the literal. You two have the living pieces of a tender, floral flesh, combined with my chosen ingredients. They should yield distillation that should forestall the creature's recovery. The efforts will be temporary, but a skilled hand only need a few moments, no. Soak your scythe in Herban's Bane and mow down with all your might. That's wonderful news. Can you imagine if the creatures were only susceptible to fire? An egg hunt through a field of ash is hardly what Junal dreamed of. Fire, heaven forfend, my dear chicken. The act of snipping it in itself is a transcendent communication, or so they say. To inhale the life breathed of the forest, to welcome within one heart the bounty of the land, to occasionally have one's eyes squinted with burning venom. These are the experiences we live for. Burning venom? Not to mention all the free samples of plant life that will be gathered along the way. Were I not liable to keel over at any moment, I would like nothing better than to slice the shrubbery by your side. However, I have every confidence that a brave adventurer such as yourself will succeed where I have failed. Now let us commence. Make me the happiest man in the realm and bestow me upon your leaves. All right, here you go. Are you smashing it with an Advil? Just as oil distills oil, the extraction from the leaves shall counteract their own regenerative properties. Whether it should be brought thusly that it should, yes, from all angles, may this scythe right true. Oh, soon the scythe. Okay, I get it. Oh, jeez, an actual Reaper scythe. So dramatic. Oh, I offer off my masterpiece, my soul, my well-lubricated garden sleeve. In your hands may it hack away at our hardships. I refuse to use that pun. No. You can leave the rest to me. Now that our garden scythe is equipped to cut back the fly traps, we're one step closer to reclaiming our arena. Rest assured, your efforts will be rewarded with exclusive hatching tide gifts, but do take care to avoid any squirting venom. Robertin the Upright would also join you this sortie to observe the effects of this economic miracle, insofar as I can be observed with scalded eyeballs. Of course, let us watch Kari's work from a safe distance. Arena is a fair walk from here, so I will have the Dreamers arrange for a chocobo carriage. Come find me when you're ready to depart. Do we have an actual instance again? Yeah, this is the year in the cycle where the seasonal events usually have a little bit more to them, so I guess I shouldn't be that surprised, I guess. Ooh, I cannot wait to see those beautiful fronds fall like the rain beneath your blade. With Nodoata's blessing, we shall bear you to the arena at a moment's notice. Ready to clear our arena of troublesome springs and stalks? Just say the word and Agusher will whisk us away. Seasonal event instance unlocked. When you are ready, I shall escort you to the egg arena. If I may provide any further assistance, please do not hesitate to let me know. In order to continue this quest, you must first clear the 4 stages of... There they are, the troublesome traps crowding our arena. Use the garden scythe. We're prepared and start hacking away. Oh. Oh, what respite beauty I spy among the leaves. Bring me its flesh. Bring it to me. What connection, what spirit, those marvelous creatures were clearly inspired by your greater talents. Oh, it's been on a timer the whole time. This is the last area we need trimmed. I know it's a lot to ask, but I have faith in you. What glory! In my mind's eye, I can see the arc of your scythe, the crisp shredding of the leaves. Magnificent work. Thanks to you, our hatching type participants can search for eggs in safety and comfort. Indeed, my alchemic solution exceeded even my own expectations. You have delivered me a vision, a dream. Not to mention the springs of the most troublesome traps. However, I shall probe, how I shall stare. All without the risk remains of my vision. Oh, ho, ho. Well, I'm glad he's pleased with the results. Go ahead and tell Janal that our egg hunt may proceed as scheduled. This and this, that and that. Our arena was filled with leafkin. No wonder preparations were taking longer than expected. I am glad to hear the issue has been resolved and that everyone emerged unscathed. Not only did Kari clean up those springs and sprouts, she managed to retrieve the eggs we were lost to the foliage. We should be ready to hide the eggs anew and begin the festival. I would like to thank the alchemist who was crucial to this operation. Do you think Master Huberton is still in Gridania? Yarika! It's the man himself. You sounded cheerful. Cheerful does not describe half my mood, for Huberton the Peerless has made a discovery for the ages. And that would be... Leakin samples you provide me, I was able to concoct a regenerative ointment for my poor blistered eyeballs. I am cured. My habit for sticking my face too close to objects of study has long last served me well. For where the venom splashed, so too did the antidote. Can you imagine what else might manipulate the properties of these fantastic creatures? We might develop cures upon cures. There's agents upon agents. We are witnessing a golden age of alchemy rising resplendent on the fields of Fell Leafkin. Goodness, this must be what the eggs of my dream represented, the bright hope for the future for these discovered portents. So it was you, my oval comrades, who spoke of destiny. I had listened. Alas, a Merton has been a fool. But no longer I shall heed the wisdom of Egg and continue my work with full faculties, all thanks to you. You seem possessed of great application for the spirits of Hatching Tide, and you also a pair of our promotional glasses. These I wear not for protection against the elements, but as a reminder of the catalyst that changed my fate forevermore. I enjoy doing that voice way too much for my own good. It does me proud to see Hatching Tide bring joy to one and all. Our celebrations have scarcely begun. Kari, please accept these glasses as a token of our appreciation. You have more than earned them. Our dreamers will continue to patrol the arena, but we may need some further trimming. Your assistance would be much appreciated and rewarded with special Hatching Tide gifts. Oh dear. You may participate in spring cleaning as many times as you wish by speaking to the egg usher. Speaking to the egg ushers in Maconia's Amphitheater or Acorn Orchard. Race against the clock as you slash your way through endless stages of shrubbery. Aim for the highest score possible. You earn special brilliant eggs by completing spring cleaning. Okay. So yeah, there's probably other items to get. So the golden eggs in my dream represent the golden age of alchemy. We could never have made this Hatching Tide possible without you, Kari. Thank you so much. I've never seen a trimming so quite thorough or stylish. You really showed us the true spirit of an adventurer. Oh, we have cameos. Oh, hello. What are you two doing here? I hope I might run into you. Surprised to see me here? Well, this is a seasonal event, so not really. After watching you revolutionize the Arcadian, I wanted to broaden my whole horizon, see things I've never seen, try things I've never tried. And it turns out rough and tumble egg hunt is great fun. Anyway, stop by the gym next time you're in Alexandria. We're always happy to have you. Honeybee, lovely. Well, if this festival isn't the most darling little event I've ever seen. I would have brought my broadcast equipment, and then I had known. I just had to incorporate some of these adorable accessories into my stage costume instead. Yeah, it's never quite clear whether or not Electrop actually works outside of Alexandria, so... Or at least to what extent. It's been kind of one of those funny things about it. Hey, Nuna. There's so much green here. This place is a world apart from Solution 9. The egg hunt was hunt too, at least until my sister laid claim to the same egg. I thought I might come to blows, so I said I wanted it, and they both backed down. Shh. Hello, Trope. Never did I imagine I would journey beyond the dome. So many opportunities I owe to you. It's my opportunity to realize that my sisters, collecting eggs and exchanging them for whimsical little prizes, opportunities I will treasure for the rest of my days. I kind of feel like the Arcadian characters are going to be a common cameo going forward just because they've been kind of popular in general. Hello, Herberton. Have you had these fine fellows, Master Apollon and Hamelin? One's a lover of chickens, one's a worshiper of tomberries. They're both kindreds in their devotion. Speaking of passion, how does the arena fare? Fancy another trim, another slice, another delightful of luxurious leapkin? They say you're the one who's recovered our precious eggs. I would not have been. It would have been a dark Hatching Tide indeed if those vile leapkin destroyed our work of so many charming chickens. Speaking of which, I am ecstatic to that my delightful darlings have replicated in these shades, sporting a pair myself, you know, beneath the festive disguise. Good evening, my lady. I believe you are the one to thank for the weeding that has allowed this humble enthusiast to collect his eggs in peace and safety. These prizes found to be acceptable, however, I eager await the aspect of the Tonberry spectacles. The realm may not be prepared for their splendor, but in time, all will clearly realize the glory that is the Tonberry. Oh, dear Lord. Let's see. Do we have any other cameos hanging about? If I remember correctly, all three, the other two are from previous Hatching Tide events, if I remember correctly. Chicken of Reason, Rabbit of Resolve. Oh, God. Oh, no. Kari, what a delight to be speaking with you in Eorzea. My hope is that our nation would forge a deep and lasting friendship. So I am glad to have the opportunity to visit. Gridania is beautiful and everyone here is so kind. In fact, I was given this outfit by a lady named Julie. I have half a mind to surprise everyone back home by returning in this guise. Oh, it's good to see you, Kari. Find many eggs. The Elder Seed CEO recommended we participate in these events since we visit as envoys. I'm glad that we did. Kona and Georgia are going to love these cute little eggs. I won't leave until I've collected as many as I can. What about it? Kona. Hello, Godbert. Spectacles. What a spectacle these spectacles make. Oh. Alright. That's it for 2026 Hatching Tide event. It was a fun little event, goofy little instance. That's all these events really need for the most part, so I'm happy with what we got here, so we're going to go ahead and wrap this up for now. So, as always, thank you for joining me in the Nexus of Realms, and we'll see you next time.